7 years this November.
Yeah, I've been here since the beginning. Just popping in.
Tell what you just told Tommy and Peter about young comics coming here for the first time.
Oh, it's so funny because this area prefers cleaner comedy, and of course that's a rarity nowadays. So when the feature acts come in, the guys that go up in the middle, when they're here for the first time, they're so timid that their first set is just completely, usually it's pretty awful because they just don't want to mess up because it's such a fun place to come and work that they don't want to go home on Thursday because there's been guys, the reputation on the road is if you're even the most remotely dirty comic, when you go on stage on Wednesday night, you don't have a job Thursday.
Really?
Oh yeah, we've had.
Oh yeah, so they come in all scared, and by Thursday, Friday, they're all relaxed again. They find out Mark's not that, he's not as strict.
But the reason I say that, and the reason why I ask you to tell that story, it just shows you how Mark is so proud about his club.
Right, and so in tune with the community.
And so in tune with the community, trying to provide good comedy for his customers.
Yeah, and they keep coming back for it.
Most club owners don't give a damn.
Right, they're not worried about it.
Exactly.
They don't care.
And Mark's that way. You can see Mark's that way of Vasani's because he's standing in the kitchen watching everything come out.
Oh yeah.
How it's prepared and everything and what it shows like, and boom.
I'll sometimes mess with the guys the next day. I go, I don't know. Normally, if you're doing good, he'll walk back to the kitchen, but he watched your whole show. I don't know what shaking your head no means, but I'd be careful tonight.
That is so bad.
But it's fun to pick on him.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've been on the road for what?
22 years next month.
Doesn't seem.
It just whizzes by.
Now, are you doing any of these cruises that all these other comics are doing?
I'm starting to. I kind of laid off the whole cruise thing because it was kind of like being at Vasani's, only you're on the ocean. If you don't do well, here comes a helicopter taking you home. So they were so strict, but they've kind of changed things around on the cruise now. Now the comedy clubs that are on the boats are just typical comedy clubs you would find in any given town. They, you do like a PG-13 show during the day, and then at night you can do your regular show or get as dirty as you want.
Oh,
they have a
late show. Yeah,
they have a late show, which is really, for me, it's harder to be
dirty,
extra dirty, than it is to be extra clean. It's just because it doesn't come off as real if I try super hard to be dirty.
Yeah. I can imagine that working the cruises, you got to put an earbud in there, buddy. You got a call coming in.
Okay, great.
Throw that in there. Good morning, you're on Vasani's. You're on Vasani's. You're on the radio.
You're on Vasani's.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure it's perfectly in half. Thanks, Gino.
Only from Gino.
Only from Gino. And speaking of tour of Italy, a delicious sampling of our chef's stuffed shells, breaded chicken cutlet, and that world famous half a meatball and baked ziti. Homemade spinach fettuccine this week on one of your pasta specials for $9.95 on both Friday and Saturday nights. 3 cheese ravioli made fresh right there. Eggplant lasagna, chicken and shrimp angelina, grilled sausage, peppers and onions, grilled shrimp carbonara. Charlie will be there. Friday night, Charlie will be there. Shrimp carbonara. And pork scallopini marsala. That's my choice this week. Pork scallopini marsala. All your pasta specials at Vasani's. Good morning.
Looks like a meat orange slice.
Yeah, really.
Hey, Mark, did you realize Frankie did that to the opening act? I mean, how he... Well, but, if you don't do well at Vasani's, you'll be gone on Thursday.
I like to pick on him. Yeah. Tonight is the second night, so I was going to make fun of him and say, normally Mark goes back to the kitchen in between bits, but he kind of watched your whole show. He really didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
We'll set him up tonight.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable. Thank you, Mark.
See ya.
It's unbelievable. Mark Casciuto, the owner of Vasani's, he and his wife Acela do a super job out there. And if you've not, I still run into people that have never been.
Wow.
That's kind of rare though, isn't it?
No,
No?
no.
Nobody goes through to-go boxes like Vasani.
Oh, absolutely
You
not.
get so much food for such a good price. I mean,
That's what-
everybody's got a phone box when they walk out of there.
That's one of his biggest expense.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
styrofoam boxes.
unbelievable. I wish we had the market of that, Tommy.
Absolutely.
20 minutes before the hour of 9 o'clock. Frankie's got 3 shows left this week. 8:30 night, 8:30 Friday, and 8:30 Saturday. No late.
Is that?
Yeah, no late shows.
Okay, I thought it was 8 o'clock Friday.
8:30. 8:30.
8:30 every night.
8:30.
Yep.
Okay then.
8 o'clock tonight. I'm sorry. 8 o'clock tonight.
8 o'clock tonight, 8:30 Friday, Saturday.
Yep. And pasta specials both nights. It's 20.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, what's your favorite?
favorite pasta?
Yeah.
I like the seafood ravioli.
Oh.
Mhm.
The chicken parm was the number one
The number one answer?
answer to
Most popular?
by comedians
Oh, really?
because they're not sure about the food. They'll always have it Wednesday or Thursday nights because they're not sure about the food. First timers.
Right,
And
yeah.
you can't go wrong with chicken parm. But
That's true.
And so once they get the chicken parm, they're going, "This is fabulous food."
Oh, yeah. We get this every night, which is a mistake.
Yeah.
Really gotta mix it up because everything's good. Last night I had the sirloin marsala.
Oh,
That's to die for, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And there's pork marsala got with scallopini.
Oh,
It's like veal scallop. It's that tender, that tasteful.
oh.
It's great.
Frankie, how long have you been into this business?
Be 22 years next
22 years.
month.
Where are you from?
Melbourne. I live in Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne.
Right on the other
okay.
side,
On
yeah.
the other side of the road, yeah.
I'm a Florida
I'll be
boy.
there,
Yeah, nice to be in the
How'd you
state.
get started in this business? This is a business. It's a hard business, isn't it?
Yeah, it is weird. My boss actually got me started from my old job,
Really?
and he had me do a talent show that we were doing for a morale party for the employees, and and that was terrible, but they loved it. But it was just pathetically bad. But I just liked being up there, so I started going to open mic nights and working for free, and won a contest that gave me a job hosting on the weekends, and then that club closed, so I started driving to Orlando every Tuesday and Thursday and doing 5 minutes for free and driving back to Melbourne until
Oh.
finally
Wow. How'd
it
it
worked
caught on,
from
right?
there. Yeah, and my
right.
boss was like, you're always late. You're out of vacation time. Quit. Go do it. And if it doesn't work, I'll hire you back. And that's the last time I saw him.
You're from Melbourne. Is Harris?
That's where I used to work. Yeah, I used
Really?
to work at Harris.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, I was there. That's the job I quit. October
Really?
1990.
I used to go into Harris for General Dynamics years ago.
Oh yeah, that was the only building in Melbourne back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody worked there. If that place had burnt down, that town would have died that day.
Yep. Exactly.
That
right.
day.
That day.
Yeah. And used to hang out at the Holiday Inn with the boys and gals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one, which one, the mainland or the
Yeah.
beach side?
Mainland.
The mainland one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right on US 1.
Yep, you got it. Great
206
place. A lot of memories there.
206-1580 and toll free 888-441-1580. Most interesting place that you've performed?
Interesting or
Yeah.
most fun?
Go both. Give me both.
Let's see, one of the most fun places I've played is in Raleigh, North Carolina. But I don't know if it's up to par as it was back in the day. It was called Charlie Goodnights, and I mean, you could just stand there and they would laugh. There's also a place in Greensboro, North Carolina, that it took me a few years to learn the room. It's also
Oh, yeah.
a comedy zone, and it seems like the play, like how bizarro world is for Superman. Everything's backwards, and this is how that club was. Like the MC would get the most attention and respect, and
As well we should.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It was just a weird room. Nobody cared about the feature or the headliner. It's just, you're easily replaceable. Move over. Host is coming. That's his chair.
Now, I do know, I do know that Vasani's is unique because it is a great restaurant as well.
Yeah, it's probably got the best food of any place on the road. The closest would probably be the Star Dome in Birmingham, which is still miles and miles and miles away from the food they got at Vasani's. That's what a lot of comics talk about.
Is the food?
Hey, you going to Port Charlotte? Yeah. What are you going to get to eat? Nothing else.
Well, there's a couple guys I know that eat very well when Spanky's in town.
One guy almost ruined it for us, I heard.
Oh, I didn't hear.
He kept eating, and I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
But, you know, somebody goes, "Oh, they don't feed you anymore." I said, "Oh, I'm getting fed." What happened? Somebody went down there and just ordered too much food, and you know, you get 2 drinks a night at the bar, and this guy was trying to slide 10 a day, from what I hear. Just taking, you know, once that abusive guy comes in, it ruins it for everybody.
Yeah, don't ruin it for everybody else that's been going
Oh
well for some years.
no.
Tommy's got our weather forecast. We'll be back right after this.